Hi y'all, I'm Amber and today I'm going to be doing my 5-film review. The first film is The Last of the Mohicans. Lewis stars as Nathaniel Hawkeye, who rescues two sisters and a soldier along with his brother and father, who are both Mohicans, and he takes them to the fort where their father is. He and his family do not want anything to do with the French-British war that's going on, but they get caught up in the middle when they end up in the fort and have a hard time getting away. And in the end, Nathaniel Hawkeye, has to try to find a way to save the girl's lives. This is really a beautiful film. A film that can grab me at my heartstrings, make me feel, and has this magnetic pull to it. Is a great film. Not only that, the acting, the filming, the beautiful scenery was just so wonderful in this film. I love Daniel Day-Lewis as Nathaniel Hawthorne. He was just so amazingly well done. I really love the action in this film. They did it in such a way that it was just a huge build-up in each scene, and it was so satisfying watching this. In the end, I gave this film 4.5 stars just because I felt that the romance didn't make much sense to me and it was a little bit rushed, but it didn't hold back the film and it didn't have much of an issue because in the end I really did enjoy the romance. And maybe if I read the book I would understand the romance even more. So I will definitely be picking that book up in the future at some point. The next 3 films I watched were the Bourne Trilogy, starring Matt Damon. He plays Jason Bourne, a CIA weapon that's worth like $3 billion or something like that, and he finds himself floating in the ocean without any memory of who he is or what he was doing to get himself shot, and he goes after answers. In the end, I really enjoyed each of these films. I liked the action, it kept me on the edge of my seat, but I did feel like the action in each of them kind of felt very repetitive in how they handled it. It felt like I was basically watching the same thing, just in a different setting and the storyline a little different. But I really liked Matt Damon in this trilogy. He did an amazing job. I overall really enjoyed everything about it, the mystery, the suspense, trying to figure out the answers alongside Bourne, and it was just really wonderful overall. So this trilogy gets 4.5 stars. The 5th and last film I watched is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You all know what this film is about, so I'm not going to talk about the synopsis, but other than the fact that it was a hilarious film and made me laugh, I felt it was overdone in every term of that. The CGI, the drama, everything was just so overdone, and the only thing that made it worth keeping going was the humor, the moments where I was laughing out loud. I found that, especially at the beginning where there's all these dramatic moments one after the other, I felt like we were supposed to be taking that moment seriously, but instead I felt myself wanting to laugh at it. It was really one of those films where you keep on watching because you just can't help it, but if it hadn't been for whatever it was, you would have quit halfway through. It was funny, and that's the only good thing I can really say about this film, so it gets 2 stars just for that. For all the films that I watched in the past week, tell me down below what you thought of them if you watched them. Do you agree or disagree with me? And tell me what you've been watching yourselves this past week. I would love to know. Thank you for watching and keep warm.